Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Nicholas and today we would like to present one of NSK's solution for mobile dentistry, which is called Vivasupport. And I've set it up here so that we took out all the time for installation and just get straight to the point, okay? So this machine is basically made up of two parts. This is what you call the Vivamate, and I have another camera there, so I'll just aim it there. It's called Vivamate. And this is what gives your micromotor. This is basically the attachment to the micromotor. They have a micromotor here. It's called Vivamate as well. And you can attach any electric handpiece to it basically, right? It's also optical, so it has light built into the micromotor. That's nice. And I attached it to my M95L here, a 1:5 increasing handpiece, because I want to show you the cutting power after this. Okay, and what's unique about this too is I believe this is the only micromotor solution from NSK with a built-in battery. Yeah, so if I were to plug out our power, this is actually connected to power right now. It's connected, but let's say I did plug out the power just for the demonstration. I could technically use this. See, there's a battery built in. This is not using power. This is for the foot control, and one of this is for the micromotor only. So there's no power there. Yeah, and you can see that it will spin. Show you right now. Yeah. So that's very unique right there, because to get that mobile dentistry, NSK actually put a battery inside something that could turn a micromotor, which is amazing in my opinion. No other products of NSK has this. They need some sort of power source, and they need power from the source. Yeah, they can't get this from a battery, whereas this is very unique that it has a battery. Okay, as for the speed of this micromotor, what we can get to maximum is, I think it's 30. Yeah, okay. 30 here means 30,000 RPMs at the motor itself, but of course when you attach the 1:5, it'll become a times 5, so it's 150,000, which is the minimum speed you need to cut through enamel. Yeah, so this is for preparation. It's all good also, and of course you can attach it to a 1:1 direct drive handpiece, blue rings, and you'll get like 30,000 RPM. Yeah, so I believe that usual micromotors from the dental unit can reach speeds of 40,000 at 1:1 direct drive, but this one, I'm guessing it's because it's not connected to a power source all the time, right? So you have to compromise, and I think the compromise is that they reduce the speed to 30,000, which is still enough because you can still cut through enamel. Yeah, and considering it's electric, the torque is very high still compared to those air-driven portable dental units. So that's one of the advantages here. Okay, that's for Vivamate. Yeah, it's like a giant cell phone. You can see that giant cell phone, white giant cell phone. Okay, and to get the most use out of this Vivamate, you have to connect it to what is called Vivasupport from NSK itself. And basically this is what's driving the irrigation and the suction. But in this case it's a Saliva Ejector, and I'll show you how this works now. So this Vivasupport has a built-in slot for the Vivamate itself. So when you're using the Vivamate, you can just put it there. Okay. Oh, and wow, there is an indicator if your Vivamate's on the thing. Yeah, and then you can turn on the Vivasupport like so. There's a power button right there, and the controls here, which I will show you later, is irrigation, suction, and irrigation volume. Yeah, so what's connecting this Vivamate and Vivasupport is basically the junction cable. This is the junction cable. It's connected from here to the Vivasupport, and then from the Vivasupport itself, I connected the foot control to drive the handpiece. So that's what's linking them. Otherwise, if you didn't want to use the Vivasupport and you only wanted to use this as some sort of portable micromotor, you can, and you'll just directly plug the foot control into the Vivamate itself. Yeah. Okay, but in this case, since we're doing it like a complete setup, I did connect it to the Vivasupport using it's called the link cable, Vivamate Vivasupport link cable, and everything from the foot control will control the handpiece. Okay, so I'll show you right now. I turned on my Vivasupport, but still, to drive the handpiece, you'll just do it from the foot control. There we go. You might notice that the irrigation is not on in this case. Sorry, the irrigation is not on, and that's because well, this is a separate system, right? Because the water is not automatic in this case. There's actually a button here where you have to press for irrigation. It's a button that you press for irrigation, and the irrigation will start itself. And there's 5 levels of irrigation here. So the higher you put it, the more irrigation there will be. I'll try press it first. Yeah. So ideally, I think you would press the irrigation first and then press your foot control. There we go. And then you can see that's what's happening when we do spray with the foot control. Yeah, it is giving a spraying feature, although I believe the amount of irrigation is less than a traditional, like, you know, when you plug it into the dental unit, those portable micromotors. Yeah, that's how much it is. And see, when I stop my foot control, it's not actually stopping the water, because you have to do it manually. Yeah, it's a bit wet here. I'm gonna get some tissues first. That is one of the drawbacks, I guess, of this system, is that you actually have to turn off and turn on the irrigation manually. But you can see it's still spraying because it's spread it everywhere. See, table's all wet here, so it does still give a spraying feature, not just like a jet feature. Yeah. Okay. Now, that is for irrigation. So you see this irrigation, there is a pump here in this Vivasupport. There's a pump here connecting from so it is internal irrigation. That's one thing I want to mention too. It's nice that they actually made the irrigation through the micromotor itself and then to the handpiece. So this small cable is linking from the Vivasupport unit, and then the Vivasupport unit takes the irrigation from this blue bottle, which I believe is about 1 liter, if I'm not wrong. Limit line. They do have a limit line. I think it is 1 liter. Doesn't say, but that's how big it is, just for your reference. I'll show you right now. It's about that size. Yeah, that's how big the irrigation bottle is. So you have that irrigation bottle connected to the Vivasupport, and that's connecting to the motor internally, so your handpiece gets internal irrigation, which is very nice. Next up is the saliva ejector part of the machine. So the saliva ejector is connected here. Yeah, there's a saliva inline which you connect to the bottle. Yeah, and then the other side of that saliva inline is connected to a saliva ejector, like so. Yeah, and they do give you saliva ejectors in the box itself, I think. So what would be interesting is how does the machine perform individually when it's sucking like that compared to when both of the irrigation pump is on, the irrigation and the saliva. Let's try doing it just the saliva first. Okay, so you have to turn on this thing, the button for the saliva ejector. Hopefully you can see it here. Okay, you see that water? It's actually going in. It is using, well, some sort of pump, I guess, internally. So that's another nice thing that they gave, is that we have saliva ejectors built in. to suck the suction for mobile dentistry. You can see it's almost finished. Yeah, well, it's not bad. It's not bad. Honestly, it wouldn't be as strong as something from the dental unit, but at least they have it built in, which is nice. Okay, and I'm finished with sucking the water here. Nice. Yeah. And what else can be said about this machine? For the Vivasupport, you do have to connect it to a power source, I think. This one does not work without power, I believe. Let's try that. Oh no, wait, it does. Does it? Yeah, it does. That's very nice. So it does work without power too. Let's try that. I'll put some irrigation. Wow. Yeah, sorry. So my apologies. Both is with built-in battery. I guess that's one of the advantage of the system, you know. You see those built-in systems for portable dentistry, you still need power. Whereas this one, both of them can work with just battery. Yeah, so if you're preparing to go somewhere without electricity, you can just charge it up first and it'll work right out of the box. And they provided us with this suitcase, so you can put all the stuff inside and make it neat and just, you know, bring it on the go and then just take out the handpiece when you need it to. So that slides in right there, and the Vivasupport and Vivamate will go underneath this thing, and you can just take out the handpiece when you don't need it, and that'll be nice right there. Yeah, I'll show you the cutting. Okay, turn on irrigation first. This is the melamine block from NSK. Okay, that's as hard as teeth. Okay, I'll turn it on from here. Let's see the cutting power. Okay, that's very nice. That's still electric. It's still very strong. Let's reverse. Okay. Yeah, that's still very good. Not as strong as those built-in units, but still very good. Still way above air-driven handpieces, and it's still electric. Yeah, just that the speed you're getting is 150,000, so you're not gonna cut as quickly as, well, 200,000, right? But still very good. Still very good for something portable. Yeah, that is our review for Vivamate and Vivasupport. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.